So a quick one. So in today's video I'll be talking about how to get started as a newbie on GALXE. So the first thing you have to do whenever you see any project that have maybe a GALXE quest going on the GALXE platform, and then there's a link, so all you just have to do is to copy that link, paste it on your browser and get it going. So I'll be making use of Mawari as an example. It's a project on GALXE, actually it's a deeping project for spatial computing. So I've just been making use of Mawari to explain how to get started on GALXE. So the first thing and foremost you have to do, if you don't have an account, there's no registration button. All you just have to do is still the same login button, the same button you use for registering as well. So to get started, you can just click on any quest, or you navigate to this section. As you can see on the screen, you navigate to this login and then you click on it. So when you click on it, it will tell you to either log into your account, because I've been using this, like I'm making use of this wallet address for my GALXE, so automatically it recognizes that I've registered with GALXE, you understand. So if you're a newbie, you make use of this sign up, and then when you make use of it, I will advise you to sign up with a wallet. Yeah, you sign up with a wallet, or you probably just sign up with your social account. Then after you're done signing up with your social account, before using your wallet, yeah, make use of your social account. Then I will explain later. So when you're trying to sign up, you make use of your socials, like your X, your Discord, your Gmail, or Telegram. So after you have signed up with any of these socials, then I will explain how you can add your wallet later on in this video. So when you're done signing up with your socials, there might be a prompt for you to connect wallet, or there might not even be any prompt. So let me sign into my account to explain to you how you can add your Web3 wallet to your GALXE account. So let me just sign in. So when you are done signing in to your GALXE account, you see at the top right hand corner, if you are using your mobile, you see that that login button is no longer there. So there are several other buttons that are there currently. So the first thing you have to just do is to navigate to where your profile is. Just make sure you look for it on your mobile version. I don't know where it is on the mobile, but make you look for it. So when you get to this section, you can either click on this profile, this, so that you click on this. So when you navigate to this section, actually you look for the settings. You can either look for the settings through, just make sure you look for the settings. Actually you navigate to this profile section and then you look for the settings. Automatically you can get the settings here. Since I'm making use of the PC, it will be somehow different on the mobile, but it's still same thing. Just make sure you look for the settings on the profile section. Most of the times it's usually in the right hand corner. So when you get to the settings section, you see the profile settings, whereby you can input your username whatsoever. So what you want to know is that you have to add some Web3 wallet address. Here you will be making use of your EVM's wallet address, which will be your primary wallet address. So now how do you add this wallet address? So basically, using my own as an example right now, I have this wallet address as my primary wallet address. That simply means if I'm participating in any project and the project requires my EVM address, maybe they want to kind of like incentivize it, or do some sort of giveaways, they will make use of this wallet to kind of like distribute whatever they want to distribute. So you understand what I'm saying? So basically, this is my primary wallet. So when you're participating in tax, they will tell you that, okay, are you ready to give out your wallet address and your social account? Are you ready to expose them so that these projects can make use of them in terms of giving you rewards? So when you add this EVM address, so let me just explain how you can add it. You click on this plus icon, and then there will be varieties of wallet address that it will ask you to connect actually. So because I've connected before, it's telling me that you want to bind the secondary address. Yeah, since I've connected actually before, they don't want me to connect again since it's my permanent wallet and I've made use of it for several projects. So now on this section you can find different networks, and as we all know in the Web3 space that there are different networks and different chains, you understand, and each have their own separate wallets. Like let's take for example now, say on the C section, these are the wallets that GALXE supports. So maybe you are participating in a tax and then that tax is not on EVM, it's not related to EVM. You have to make sure that you come to this setting section in the profile aspect of the GALXE, and then you connect a particular say account, so that maybe if you get they want to distribute anything, there's a particular wallet that is that you have connected with your account. So it's just that simple. So since I've participated in several projects in the past, like on the Sui ecosystem, on the ACCTS and Solana, as well as Bitcoin as well, I had to connect a particular wallet to be able to eligible or like receive rewards from all these projects. So it's just that simple. So first and foremost, if you're starting out, you don't have any wallet connected, automatically you make use of this section, and then you see a bunch and varieties of EVMs that you can connect. So I, for example, I like to make use of Rabi because Rabi wallet is very easy for me. So all you just have to do is to connect your wallet at this section, and then you can leave it to stay. Probably you can connect your Solana, the common ones actually. So when you're done with that, the next thing you have to do is to go to your social account. So on this social account, you just click on this social account actually. So this social account, you can put in your Gmail. Then you can also connect your WorldCoin account, which is not compulsory actually, but in some tax you might need it. Then if you register with an X account or any of these social accounts, you already see it there. So the other social accounts, maybe like Discord, GitHub, Telegram, the rest, you then have to connect them by since you have those accounts, you can't be participating in Web3 and not have those accounts. But if you don't have any of those accounts, you can register with the company as well. I'll be dropping the link to the description of all these websites. Maybe it's GitHub, Telegram. If you don't have any of them, you should be able to register one and then connect with your guys, because most of all these stacks will require you to make use of these social apps. So when you're done with that, the next thing you have to just do is to I think that's all for now. Then we have access token here. There's not much about that then. So that's just that about the profile section. Yeah, that's that about the profile section. So when you're done with the profile section, you just have to navigate back. So when you navigate back, then you're good to go to participate in tax. Yeah, you're good to go to participate in tax. So let's make use of one of these tax as an example. So let's say this Mawari weekly point. So in this section now, you have like maybe you copy the link of a particular quest and it doesn't take you to, because on GALXE there's a main page and there's also a quest page. Like on this section now, this Mawari main page, like the project main page on GALXE. So this is the main page. So to participate in those tasks, you can't just participate here, you understand, because on this main page you have like they'll give you varieties of tasks. They are in the section that they are, and then you also have the leaderboard here, you understand. So in the leaderboard here, you can be able to check your ranking and then also see your points. Like mine, for example, I've participated in some of the Mawari points actually, or quest actually, and then I've gotten like 1,400 points, and I'm currently ranked around 16,066. So you understand that. So on the main section, that's where you can see your points actually in the leaderboard, and also all the quests on that particular project. So just that simple, right? So let's make use of one of these quests as an example. So let's say for instance the Mawari weekly points. So now on this is the, let me say, like the quest page of this kind of like tax, which is the Mawari weekly points. The one we were talking about earlier was the main page of that project. So on this section now, in this kind of quest, as if you can see from here, we have 3 quests here. How do I know that it's 3? It's because there's this kind of like symbol they put here, and there's another one here, and there's another one here, showing that there are 3 quests in this kind of like program or quest actually, because most of the time GALXE usually have like a campaign, and then under those campaign there will be sub quests like mini quests, right? So when you participate in all those sub quests, it will all add up to that particular campaign as a whole, and that's different from the main page. Actually, the main page will just show you everything, both the campaign, both the mini quest. It shows you everything. So like in this one now, let me go to the section. As you can see at this top right hand here, at this top left hand corner, you can see this section right there. So this is more or less like the campaign itself. Yeah, as you can see it now, it's Mawari partnering with GALXE to put out content out there, to put out quest out there, and then you can see Mawari network quest collection. So this is more or less like the campaign, a particular campaign with GALXE, and then under which we have mini quest. As you can see here, we have mini quest, and these are the mini quest. So now going back to that example that I was saying earlier, I was talking about Mawari weekly checkpoint actually. So now to participate in this kind of quest, all you have to do is whenever you are participating, you see something like OAT, NFT, or Discord role. So now in this section, we are seeing points actually, which is 100 points. So that basically means that if you are done with all these quests, actually, if you are done with everything, it's about like 4 right now. Yeah, it's about like 5, 4. Yeah, 4. So if you are done with all these 4 quests, you should get these 100 points. So maybe you participated in one of these quests, you get 25. And then if you did not participate in any of these, the other 3, you will not get the 100 points full, the full allocated points for that particular mini quest. You understand? So now, how do you participate? All you just have to do is to make sure you are logged in or you are connected, whatsoever. Then you click on the quest. In this kind of quest, whenever you see this kind of, I don't know, this icon, it's more or less like you going to another website. So there's a kind of like bots they use to monitor those kind of movements when you are going to another website, and then automatically when you come back to this page, when you do what they ask you to do, and when you come back to this page, you can be able to verify the tags, and automatically you get the points. So it's just that simple. So just to go back to the down section of this part, you can see something here. You see FCFS, which literally means first come first serve. Whoever completes the task first can claim the reward first. So basically it is first come first serve. Actually, it's not for everyone, but if you participated in all these quests, you should be able to get this 100 points. And also moving on from there, there's this plus 30 kind of like a gold bar. So it's more or less like a, how should I call it, it's a platform kind of like token. Actually, you can withdraw it, you can only use it on the GALXE platform, but you can redeem it on a section where they call the end section. You can see on this top right hand corner, there's this GALXE reward hub. Yeah, you can redeem it maybe for GG tokens or for the same gravity token or whatsoever kind of things. So I'll talk about that later in the video. So when you're done with that, so that's also all you need to know currently. And in some quests, you will not have the GG, like they will not give you. This is more or less like after you have collected the 100 points, this is also a more or less like a reward for participating on the quest. And you can also redeem it to G tokens, which is the GALXE token as well. But the GG is different from the GALXE token. You understand? So now when you're done with the quest, you can just come to this section. There will be a blue claim button here, and you can claim it. In some quests, we have the OATs. It's more or less like an NFT, but it's just more or less like GALXE incorporated kind of like NFT. Most of them you can sell, and you have NFTs as well. Now these NFTs, they are non-fungible tokens, right? That shows your that shows you participated actually in a particular event and whatsoever. So some are points, like this quest is points, and some are Discord rules. So just that simple. So when you're done with it, you claim it. So now moving on from there, I would like to talk about other features of the GALXE which a newbie should know. So now from there, I would like to talk about the end section. So now, how do you navigate to the end section? As you can see here, we have the GALXE logo, the explore. You shouldn't be doing anything here because actually there are bunch of tags on GALXE that that just hundreds of them, even thousands, that if you try to solve around the explore, you might just get lost and then you don't even know what you're doing. So the best way to just participate in GALXE is that when you see a particular project and they have GALXE tag, just click on it. With a few knowledge I've tried to explain so far, you can participate. You understand? Just that simple. So when you go to this explore, so I'm just trying to explain the features on the current page currently. So there's the explore, there's the end. So we are talking about the end now. So on this end section, we have what we call the smart savings. If you want to put in money into GALXE and earn some certain amount of APY, so like it's more or less like an investment, then you earn some amount of returns on your money. You can do that as well. I had not do that. So there's also GALXE staking, which is like the G token staking, whereby you can stake your G token for other partners, on like other GALXE partners, to reward you with their token. So basically, you have to stake some subsistence, like some amount of GALXE that is of high value actually, to get rewarded from it. I've been staking some low amount of GALXE. I stake about 70 GALXE and I've not been able to receive any reward. But probably people that are staking higher, maybe like 700, 500 GALXE, they receive reward from other partner projects. So going on to the GALXE reward hub, which is the last one. Now in this section, this is where you can make use of the GGs that you get from quests. So when you click on GALXE reward hub, automatically it will bring you to this section. Now this GALXE reward of 18 was brought about earlier this year, around January, where they introduced the GALXE Gold. Yeah, it is called GALXE Gold. So I have about 357 right now. And how can I make use of this GALXE Gold? You can just scroll down and then you see mystery box. So when you get to the mystery box section, you can then open any of this mystery box. Like what I mean by you can open any of this mystery box, it's not more or less like a box. You can open any of these mystery items and then you can get it. So this they are one of their GALXE token. Like if you open this one and get lucky and get this 20 GGs, this G actually, that means you get 20 GALXE token and automatically you can claim it. And you can also as well get lucky and then you open it and you get one Jumbo phone, which is actually a Web3 phone. And you can also, most of the time you get lucky to open it and you get 30 GG. That's just how it works. So if you subscribe to their membership, you'll be able to, open the legendary. Because if you are starting as new, you may not be able to open the legendary. But if you have their membership, you'll be able to open the legendary, and this is of high value actually. Because if you get lucky and you open one of these and then you get 0.1 rapid Ethereum, that's actually huge actually. So if you also have their GALXE membership, which I've talked about a little bit, I'll talk briefly about that later, then you can also get lucky to get about like 0.5 wrap Ethereum, or 15 USD, or 100 G token, or 60 G tokens, whatsoever. But this is the least most of the time that you'll be eligible for. Now, how much you need of GG tokens to be able to open this uncommon section of the mystery box of kind of thing? So you need about like 99 GGs, and we currently have about, so let me check, we currently have about 354 GGs. So now if you navigate back, let me just open one to just explain to you guys. So you click on this, but now if you want to click on times 10, that means you have 999, like you have like 990 G tokens, then automatically 10 of any of these items you open at once. So you can be eligible for maybe like you get any of these mystery items. So let me just open one and then let's see. So click on it. So you just click on this open and then see how it goes, what's going on. Yeah, so as you can see, as I said, most of the time you get these GGs because the rest are they have momentary value. That doesn't mean that this one does not have a momentary value, but it's only on the platform and it's only on this reward GALXE up that you can make use of it. So that's just it. So that's that about how you can also make use of the GGs that you get from quest. So on this GALXE reward, you see your level. So everyone has a level. The more you complete tasks actually, the more you are ranked on GALXE. And then you can see your username here, and then you can see complete quests. You can explore. As I said earlier, you don't want to waste your time exploring anyhow. So you can also see mint passports. So going on from there, I would like to talk about some other features of GALXE in like the GALXE website, or the GALXE as a whole. So now from there we have the identity. We also have the G token. We have the identity as well. So under the identity, we have the passport and the score. So now going to the passport now. This passport is more or less like your identification as a human, not a bot on the GALXE platform. So let's say for instance, you want to get this GALXE passport because some tags require you to get the GALXE passport. So you want to get this GALXE passport, you can get it here for about like $5, I think. Yeah. So if you get this passport, you still have to make some other form of verification. Maybe like you do your facial verification with your national identification or whatever you have. So since I'm already on the premium, like I'm already on their membership, they are telling me to mint their GALXE passport with the GGs I have. So this is one of the benefits of being on their membership, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So, but as a newbie, they will tell you to get their to get their to mint their passport, and usually you can pay with like BNB, you can pay with Polygon, you can pay with Arbitrum, any other form of layer 2s on the Ethereum. So when you get that, you'll be able to participate in certain tags, and also they have some perks to it actually, and they are displaying it here so that you can see it. So that's that about that. And then also we have the score here under the identity. So now this shows your score so far on GALXE, and they have some sort of ways by which they measure that based on your experience, your fame, your assets, your expertise and humanity. They just keep ranking it, and then you get your score there. And these scores also serve as a requirement for some tags as well. You understand? So these scores serve as a kind of like requirement to participate in some tags. And then there's also a particular feature that is very unique on GALXE, which is the alpha. It's more or less like their it's more or less like their AI of the stuff. So maybe you are participating in a particular task, and then it requires you to fill in some, maybe like answer some question. You can use alpha to answer this question. So let me just bring out the alpha to just explain this real quick. So as you can see here, maybe one of these tasks requires me to answer a particular question. All I have to do is just click on this section where it says, you see this kind of like a star at this side, then it will pop out and it will be like ask alpha. So when I click on it, there will be a side, like a kind of like split to the screen partially, and then they will ask me to input the question I want. So if I input, I can just copy the question here and then input it here, and then alpha will answer, and then I can learn from the answer and then click on the right answer. So that's just more or less like how it works. And also I want to talk about a particular kind of like issue that newbie face when participating in GALXE. So let's say for example, you are participating on a particular task that is now EVM incorporated. So that task requires maybe a Solana environment, and then you are trying to claim here, and it is telling you to change network. All you just have to do is that, as you can see from here, if you can see this icon, there's this section that shows BNB chain. Now in your own, it might not show BNB chain, it might show something different. So maybe you are participating in a particular task and it's telling you that you should change network. So all you just have to do is to navigate to this section to where you see any form of like tokens. It's usually before the deposit and earn yield. So you just navigate there, you click on it, and then you can change the network. Like here you can see the Gravity, Mainnet Alpha, the Ethereum, the Sonium, and there are lots more actually. So you can just try to scroll down. So just find a way about it, just scroll down and then look for that particular network. But to just simplify everything for you, make use of Rabbit Wallet. Yeah, Rabbit Wallet will automatically change the network for you based on the preference of that particular quest you are using. But in some Web3 wallets, they won't change it. So Rabbit wallet does that. Actually, it automatically conforms to the particular project or particular quest you are trying to do. So moving on from there, I would like to talk about the GALXE membership. And before I talk about the GALXE membership, actually, I would like to talk about the G token. So basically, as a newbie onto the GALXE ecosystem, actually, you need the G tokens to be able to participate in tax. So now, this is helping them to reduce like both activities. So basically, how can you get this G token? You can make use of a particular video. I made a video about how to get G tokens for as low as 0.1 cents actually to get G tokens. And for every quest you participate, you'll be making use of about 4 cents of GALXE tokens. So moving on from there, I'd like to talk about the membership actually now. So on the membership section, how do you get the membership? Then you can get the membership from when you go to this section here. When you go to this section, you see this GALXE plus of 18. Yeah. So when you see this GALXE plus of 18, you see GALXE plus, that's the membership. You click on it. So when you click on it now, then you see the plan you are on, or if you are not already on any plan, you see the kind of plans they have. Like the one I'm currently on is just for a particular month, just for 1 month. And then basically I spent about like almost $2. It's not $2 actually, but almost $2 to get this. And I've actually enjoyed it so far because these days I don't pay for GALXE Quest anymore. I don't pay for GALXE Quest. And it also gives me this accessibility to some tags that require like membership, GALXE score, because with this GALXE membership, I was able to get GALXE score that I even didn't expect. So actually the plan was for a month, and then this is the plan I'm currently on, which is the mini, and this is also the premium. You can make use of this. They have improved tax as well. As you can see for here, they said $20 claim fee credits. I don't know if that's true, but they have that. And they also said the unlimited plan, which is the $59 per month. So as you can see there, this is just everything they have actually. And I think if you have the money, you can make use of it. Yeah, you can make use of this quest actually. So they explain the exclusive benefits and the features that you receive on each of these premium or membership that you get. And I would best advise just make use of a year. If you can pay for it, just do it for a year. It will give you easy accessibility as a newbie as well, or as someone that's advanced on GALXE. So that's pretty much about how to get started as a newbie on GALXE. So if you find any value in this video, kindly like and subscribe, and consider turning on your post notification button to see any video that are helpful to a newbie in the Web3 space, or as someone that is advanced. Or if you want to join my Telegram channel whereby I drop updates on crypto projects, some updates that don't make it to Telegram, you can as well join. It to be in the first link in the description of this video. So thank you for watching.